Good evening. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick, stockmarketmentor.com, and it is Thursday, May 19th. I'm going to look at WhiteWave here, and the reason is actually the chart. I mean, this is a kind of a thing of beauty. The stock had been consolidating for a while, churning around below the 200-day moving average. Either tomorrow or Monday, you're going to see a crossover. 50-day crosses above the 200, which these are intermediate and long-term moving averages. So all this really means is stock's been moving up for a while. If it was the 5 and the 20, that would be a different deal, shorter term stuff. But this is something that technicians look at, and so I'm looking at it too. But what's compelling about this stock is this was resistance right around 42 bucks. So the stock broke out and has pulled back, hasn't hit this 42 buck level yet. I think this is a stock that you can buy right here. You know, take a small position. I mean, I would suggest doing it and keeping your stop even below the 50-day moving average. That's kind of a little bit looser than I prefer to. But the way you do it is take a smaller position to begin with. Just take a small position, and then if the stock pulls back, you feel more comfortable adding to it, not as the stock pulls back, but as the stock bounces after a pullback. If it's just pulling back, don't buy because you don't know how far down this thing's going. But if it's just pulling back and then bounces off of, say, the 50-day moving average, now your stop's intact, you bought more stock, and you've kind of got a better trade going. But what we're doing now is just looking at this on the initial breakout pullback, and we could see the stock continue to go and challenge 50 or 52. The reason I came to this stock, because it's actually not one of those that I follow, is because of the Phil Mickelson deal. You know, he has an issue with insider trading on WhiteWave and Dean Foods. I'm not going to get into that here. You know, it is what it is. I get it. But in any event, it just got me looking at these. And Kramer mentioned it too. But Dean Foods, choppy. I don't really care about that. But WhiteWave is a totally different thing. I like this pattern. So anyway, just wanted to feature that. Hope this works for you. Members, over to the strategy session, we're talking about some retail, energy, gold, and smokes, and the most valuable commodity of all, patience.